back with another video, and I just want to welcome back all of my old subscribers and give a huge hello to all of my new subscribers. I'm so excited because, you know, my channel finally hit 400 subscribers. Although that is not that much, I'm so grateful for all of you guys. And if you are new to my channel, please hit the button down below and subscribe so you guys will see the rest of my future videos. So in that case, let's get started. Alright guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the Alipearlhair Brazilian Body Wave Frontal, and I installed the hair on Thursday. Today's Sunday, and I wore it for the first time yesterday. So pretty much this is my initial review on the frontal. And I must say that I am extremely proud of myself because this is the first wig that I've ever made, and for the most part I am in love. It is super flat, and just look at it. It's so flowy, and the hair is not heavy at all. So just a FYI, the hair that I have in the bag is from Kamari Hair. This is Cambodian hair. I had purchased this actually last year, but I needed a frontal and I ran into Alipearlhair and I wanted to buy a cheap frontal because I didn't want to invest too much money in a frontal, knowing that that was my first time working with a frontal. I don't really know how to work with frontals. I've never had a frontal before or a closure. I would always get sewn, so for it to be my first wig that I ever constructed, I think this was an amazing option. Now the frontal is Brazilian hair while my hair in the back is Cambodian hair, and I must say that it blended in so nice. It honestly kind of looks like the same texture. The only thing is that I feel like the Brazilian hair is a little bit softer than the Cambodian hair. The Cambodian hair is a little bit thicker. You feel, you know, when you run your fingers through it, you feel just the texture of it, while the Brazilian hair, the Alipearlhair, feels so silky, so smooth. I did not intend for this to be a middle part, although I do not regret it. I actually am in love with the middle part because you won't really see me with a middle part. At least before, I never really thought it would fit my face, but I had to create a middle part with this frontal because it was kind of my fault, guys. The frontal was a little bit too big for my head. I have a really small head, and I ended up cutting it. I'll actually show you guys. So look, you can see that my edges are out right here in the front. I have like a weird hairline anyways, so it's okay. The edges are out on my wig. Now what had happened was that I ended up cutting the frontal because, like I said, I have a really small head. So that was one. And the way that the frontal is constructed, the top of the frontal, you know, this is supposed to be the part of the hairline that goes straight across, was too big for my head. This part right here, by the way, I did not glue it down because, you know, just for the sake of this video, I just did the front, and I wanted to show you guys the side of the front of the wig anyways. But this part of the frontal is supposed to be this of my hairline, so that's the reason why my frontal did not fit, and the sideburns was a part that was too big for me, and because it came like up to here, and that does not fit me well. So it was just the way that I cut it, and then the way that I placed it on the wig cap was also my mistake. You know, one thing about these wigs and creating wigs that a lot of YouTubers don't tell you is that it's a lot of trial and error. If you're a beginner and you're starting to construct your own wigs, believe there's going to be a few things that you're going to be confused about, that you wouldn't really know how to do. Like for me to learn how to cut my frontal, I only found one video on YouTube how to do it. So, you know, like I said, everything is just trial and error with the wigs, but I'm just glad that it turned out. Although that the frontal, you know, did not fit my hairline, it ended up turning out amazing. The one thing that I must say that I do love about this frontal is how flat it is. as you can see, it, like, to me it really looks like it's growing out of my scalp, to be honest. It looks so natural. I've gotten nothing but compliments on the wig and how people say it looks natural. Once I blow dried the wig and straightened it, I think the frontal laid perfectly. It laid so flat. It was so smooth and so bouncy. This is a 14-inch frontal, and I'm glad I got a 14-inch and not a 16-inch because this was exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to fit the frame of my face. Although my bundles in the back are a little bit longer, they're probably like 24 inches. This fit perfectly for this. You know, I could swoop it back, and I didn't even cut it, by the way, guys. If you saw the first video of when I was unboxing the frontal, I spoke about how the ends were really full and how they didn't really have split ends. The only thing that I did find about the frontal was that there was like reddish hairs in them, and I found out that those are actually filters. So it's not like I have a problem that the hair is mixed, because like I said, this is a frontal that is more on the cheaper side. It is an AliExpress company, and it was only like 55 bucks. So that is something to take into consideration. If you're going to purchase a frontal that is $300, then obviously you won't want filters in them. But if you're purchasing a frontal that's only 55 bucks from AliExpress, you know, you really get what you paid for, and that's not expensive at all. And to me, this is like really high quality because it is so soft, it is so flat, it looks so natural. I really cannot ask for more on a frontal. The only problem that I had was just the hairline was too big for my head. Obviously everyone's head is different, so it's gonna fit you differently, but you know, I just naturally have a small head, so yeah. But for the most part, it is super soft, super shiny. It actually covers my tracks really, really well. You don't see any of the tracks in the back. Let me see, I'll turn around. So you don't see anything in the back. It looks so natural. But yeah, so the frontal is super, super flat. It's so shiny. It's so silky. I'm still so shocked of how soft it ended up coming out, because when I was washing it, now when you wash it, it's also super, super soft. But when it ends up drying, it kind of becomes a little bit coarser, and it has a lot of volume, and especially in the top of the frontal. So that was one of the issues that I did have with this frontal. It was that with my Cambodian hair, it's wavy, and I wanted to rock it in its natural state. But the problem with the frontal is, although it says it's a body wave, it became more of like puffy up here, and then like a few waves. It was more to the straight side, not like uniform waves. So that was one thing that I did not like about it. I was a little bit shocked when I started to straighten the hair and how flat it ended up coming out, because when it was, you know, air dried, it has so much volume in the top that I was just like, no, it's probably not gonna be flat, and it's probably not gonna look natural. But when I tell you guys, the minute that I, you know, passed the blower and the flat iron in the hair, it completely like shocked me, because it came out so flat. Now, another thing that I did was I bleached the knot twice, and that's something that I do not recommend, because you don't want to over bleach the hair. I wish I would have known that before, but it's better if you just bleach your frontal once, and then you pass a little bit of your makeup powder and just cover up whatever knots didn't get bleached. But even though that I did bleach the frontal twice, and at first it kind of looked a little bit too over processed, it actually turned out pretty well. The hair did not shed, the hair did not break, it did not tangle. I didn't really experience any of that, even though I kind of did over process it. So that's just something to take in consideration. I also did dye the hair. The hair came in like a really light brown. You can see that in my unboxing video, which I will link down below. But I passed a semi-permanent kind of conditioner. I'll actually show you guys in a minute. It took in the color so beautifully and so fast. What I do with my, you know, weaves are that if I dye it, most of the time there are semi-permanent colors, because I don't like to process my hair too much. I like to take care of my my extensions and my weaves as if they were my own hair. So I did deep condition the frontal, and I did do a semi-permanent dye, and it is still shiny. It's killing it, guys. I freaking love it. So the dye that I used, guys, was this HK Color Color en Crema. This is a Dominican hair product, and I got it from Dominican Republic. I would try to find it online so you guys can order it, because this is amazing. It's even good on your own natural hair if you want some color in it. I know that I like to dye my hair black, but I personally cannot dye my hair with permanent colors because my hair would break off. Although it is coarse, it's thin, so I don't like to put too much chemicals in it. So pretty much what this is just like a conditioner, kind of semi-permanent color, and it just comes in a little bottle like this, and when you open it, it's literally just a cream. So you just, what I did was just pass it with a brush, put it in the dryer for 30 minutes, and then I let it in overnight. The next day, it was this black. It didn't stain my, you know, my frontal and the lace. It still came out perfectly fine, and just the hair was dyed, and it took away that lightish brownish that I did not like. And it also colored the reddish gray hairs that the frontal had. To rate this frontal, I would definitely rate this frontal an 8, because although I didn't like how it did not cover my hairline, and you know, I did my own few mistakes with the frontal on how I placed it on the wig cap, but like I said, that was totally my fault. And I had to do the middle part. It came out beautifully. This hair is super soft and super silky, like I keep mentioning, and it is so flat. It literally looks like it grew out of my head, and for that I have to give it an 8. The customer service was amazing. The owner did contact me and everything, and she was super nice. So, and the frontal was super cheap. You cannot, and the shipping was fast. So yes, I do give this frontal an 8, and I think it came out beautifully. I will start doing an update after a month, and then another update in 6 months, so you guys could get the full review on how this hair is turning out. All the information about the hair and the frontal I will leave down below, and the website of the company. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.